Growing up, my mom used to make sweet potato pie for every holiday. It's honestly one of my favorite childhood memories. And today on Pandemic Chef, I'm going to share that memory with you. To make our pie crust, we're going to use 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 1/2 teaspoons of sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a stick of cold cubed butter, and some ice water to blend it all together. So let's plop that into our food processor and get going. Now let's pulse a bit. You don't want to over pulse it. The dough is ready when it has a nice crumb-like consistency. On a floured surface, form the dough into a ball. Place the dough on some plastic wrap and refrigerate it until you're ready to use it while you're making your pie filling. To make the pie filling, we will first peel, dice, and boil this sweet potato. Now we mash the sweet potatoes with a potato masher, just like we're making mashed potatoes. We are making mashed potatoes. Mashed sweet potatoes.
It's time to smash! Hulk smash! Yeah.
To our mashed potato mixture, we're going to add some sugar, brown sugar, a little bit of heavy cream, and a couple of drops of vanilla. And mix that. To that mixture, we're also going to add a little bit of ground nutmeg, and some ground ginger. Add a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, add a teaspoon of flour, and mix. Finally, we're going to add 1 egg to help bind the mixture. And stir that. Refrigerate the sweet potato mixture until you're ready to use it. The oven's preheating. Let's roll out our dough. We cut the dough into circles that we can place into our ramekins. In order to avoid the classic soggy bottom, we are going to pre-cook our crust before we put the filling in. That's called blind baking. Imagine, it's Christmas Eve. Santa's elves are finished making toys, and it's time for them to celebrate. What do? They make pies, of course. Cue the music!
We are making tiny little pies, tiny little pies, tiny little pies. We are making tiny little pies, and they're made from sweet potatoes. We are making tiny little pies, tiny little pies, tiny little pies. We are making tiny little pies, and they're made from sweet potatoes.
I like my pies like I like my women. Rustic. Now let's put them in the oven.